places because he was flat. One day, not that long ago, a bulletin board had fallen off his bedroom wall and landed right on top of him. Stanley was not hurt, but now he was as flat as a piece of paper. Stanley's flatness let him do things that other kids couldn't do, like slide under a door or fold himself small enough to fit in an envelope. He could even trick people with his flatness, just like Ms. Root was tricking the class. "Speaking of time," she continued, "there is something important we need to discuss. Pretty soon, it will be time for our class to have a celebration." "That's right," joked Marco. "My birthday is just around the corner." The kids cracked up. Everyone knew that Marco's birthday was last week. When the laughter died down, Ms. Root spoke again. "Friends, this Friday will be the 100th day of school." Stanley remembered the 100th day of school from when he was in first grade. Now that he was in second grade, it seemed like a long time ago. "Last year, everyone had to bring something from home on that day," said Stanley's classmate Evan. "Well, not one something, 100 somethings." "I brought in 100 Legos," Elena remembered. "I brought in 100 bouncy balls," said Stevie. "Then you dropped the box they were in," Marco pointed out, "and they bounced all over the floor, remember?" Stanley remembered something else. "We helped Stevie pick up the bouncy balls, and then we did some math with them," he told Ms. Root. "You would have loved it. We put them into groups of 2 and 5 and 10 and 20. "So are we doing it all again this year?" Sophia broke in. She seemed super excited. "I have a sticker collection now. I can bring 100 stickers." "Well, friends, I have a different idea," Ms. Root said. "I was wondering what you all would think about having a class party." "A party?" Marco cheered. "Yes!" He turned to give Stanley a high five. This was another reason everyone loved Ms. Root. She liked to make sure her students had a good time. Stanley knew what Ms. Root was up to, though. "Not just any party, right?" he said. "It sounds like this will be a math party." Ms. Root shook her head. "The 100th day of school is different for different grades. This year, we will not work quite as much with numbers. We will just celebrate 100 days together as a classroom family." "Really?" thought Stanley. It wasn't like Ms. Root to miss a chance to teach something to her class. But it was all right with him, he decided. While Stanley Lambchop liked math, he liked a celebration even better, and this one sounded like a ton of fun. His classmate Josie raised her hand. Josie liked to make sure people were following the rules. "A party during school?" she asked. "How will that work?" "Well," Ms. Root said, "I thought that should be up to the class." The class was quiet for a minute. Only Ms. Root would leave the party planning up to second graders. Juniper raised her hand first. "I think we should have a sign-up sheet," she said. "Everyone can sign up to bring something in." "Like decorations," Sophie called out. "And games," Evan added. "And food," said Elena. "We can't forget the food." Stevie was shaking his head. He was worried about something. Stevie worried about a lot of things. "That is all the fun stuff," he said. "But we also need things like plates and napkins, right?" "Thank you, Stevie," said Ms. Root. "We will need to plan every detail to make sure our party is a success." Stanley could hear people in the hallway now. Mr. Johnson's second graders from the classroom next door had been dismissed for the day. From the classroom window, Stanley could see a line of yellow school buses arriving to take everybody home. "We will do more planning tomorrow, friends," said Ms. Root. "Tonight's homework is this. Please think about what you would like to share with the class at our party." 2. Pancakes. Just a few minutes later, Stanley and Marco were on the school bus, riding home. They always sat together in the same seat behind Stanley's younger brother, Arthur. Arthur was looking out the window. Stanley and Marco were talking about the